Mary for recording, got one till 6. Okay. Here, see, please. Good evening, everyone. We will call our special meeting for the Town of Windermere. The board of November 28, 2023, the time is now 6 p.m. Will you please join me? Pledge. Thank you. And clerk will come up with our field so that we have a this evening. So open this evening. It's Mr. Andy 615 Bessie Street. Okay. Corrected is so I see we have is okay. Couple first of all, we had the budget of public works for 14, and we only spent 1,510,004. Seems to me that that's a huge difference in what we spent. And like to do the budget of spending public particularly meters. So we did get the answer. So that's okay. We understand and it looks like the actual we sent 1,042 per lead this time. I mean, spending per lead extent relative velocity. Now you're looking at and there was a list of four okay, a state grant of 45,005. Seems to me that that's kind of a lot, unless I don't understand what's going on. First time the national degree government county. Anyway. Okay. Against the conclusions around $7,000 a month for support. I mean, a little problem with the computer system. I look at what it is. And what the worst thing is that well, we have cash, and so we're getting expenses on credit. You think that's so let me do this already the against questions. I think that's the best way to do that.
And if we have any remaining questions. Okay. Fair enough.
Sure.
Thank you. Is there any further questions or comments from anyone? That would conclude our public comments. Get those questions answered for you, sir, and do our presentation. But before we you'll raise your right hand. Repeat after me. Say oath of office for Branding means I. Branding means solemnly swear or that I will support the Constitution of the United States and will obey the laws of the state of Florida. That I will and respect as their religion, regard, and
ordinances and
of the town and faithfully discharge the duties.
faithfully discharge the duties of
We are now officially confirmed the following roads since March 2024. Congratulations. Make sure you see clerk altar at the end and we will sign your oath. Congratulations to our newly appointed council member. You don't turn on still after the first one. From 2023 budget amendment.
Thank you, Mayor. Got me too. Thank you, Mayor. Yes, within 90 days after the end of our previous fiscal year, we have to provide the town council an amended budget. You can do the amendments throughout the year, but then you'd be looking at finances every single meeting, and we've been having a lot more discussions when it comes to this. But typically, it's been done at the end of the fiscal year. This year was done a little later since we had the auditors in town, and we're going through all the general ledger items. But what's in front of you again tonight is the amended budget. What that is that as town manager, I can move funds within departments throughout the year. But what I can't do is do it at the end of the fiscal year. So that's where you guys come in to adopt the amended budget. Now we're actually under as far as the budget, and there are several reasons why we're under budget. One of the reasons for Public Works is that we have several projects that we're waiting for funding that we budgeted for that haven't come to fruition because we're waiting in the state dollars. That's West Second Avenue. That's about $1.8 million. We have Bessie Basin, Butler Basin. We have monies for the multimodal path and pedestrian bridge. So all those monies we were planning on receiving for fiscal year 22-23, but we're not received from the state just yet, but we budget to make sure that we're planning for it. The same is true for this year, the 2023-2024 fiscal year budget, where we have all those monies planned for in Public Works. And that would include ARPA funds to help offset some of the costs from the drainage programs and the road projects and also the potable water projects. So that's where that huge delta is coming from.
Just verifying it. We rate those appropriations, those funds. We don't spend those funds, Some of those are matching funds, some of those are in fund. Sort of segregated, but within the budget. The additional
Correct. It shows a revenue versus expenditure in the budget. So if we don't spend it, we still have the money that's just planned for. The only funds that we actually have are the ARPA funds.
which we have appropriated for the survey. Yes.
Correct.
Survey. Thank you, sir.
And then for legal expenses, yes, the majority of that is due to litigation, the boathouses. And that was one of the questions. But for that, I think we'd be at around $70,000 or $80,000. And then with iVenture, what that includes is for each individual user, which there's probably between 30 and 35, it covers not only IT support for that individual, but all the equipment that they use. And that's the best price that we were able to get through our RFP process. So if somebody has a computer issue, they can call up, it's not docking a certain amount of time. They'll use whatever time they need to fix that problem. And then also when they're uploading new software, uploading new licenses, that's all covered within that set fee per month. And it's also easier for a budgeting standpoint to do it that way.
Also, we have specific requirements and necessities because of this department, certain encryption standards. Protection against cyber threats, which many municipalities have been hit by recently, in hostage. Just like Neos did in Vegas, so yeah, it's certainly cheap. I wish it cost less, but that certainly do this.
Yeah, and then
so make sure to taking those off and getting here.
Right, and then as far as your reserves, you're probably about between 8.9 and 1.9 and $1.8 million, which is over that 20% threshold.
Just capturing.
Yes.
Right.
I'd be more than happy to answer any more questions.
Absolutely. Council, any additional questions for staff this evening on this amended? Seeing none. Robert, do you have anything additional?
No, sir.
With that, we'd like a motion to approve the FY 22-23 budget amendment. Fair motion to approve. Motion approved. Councilperson Depp. Second. Councilperson Williams. Questions, comments, or concerns, council? Being none, we begin voting with Councilperson. Thank you, Council. That may have been carries unanimously. Next up is resolution 2023-09. Proof. Should approve. Councilperson Williams. Second. Second, Councilperson David. Questions, comments, or concerns, council? Seeing none, we move Councilperson Street. Aye. And being carries unanimously. Any addition for the bit of emergency? Staff. Seeing none, we adjourn special town meeting this evening at 6:13. Thank you guys, appreciate everybody attending.